Hello sacred souls, welcome to Matchy Living, or welcome back to Matchy Living. I took a little bit of a break and I didn't post last week, and I did that because I didn't feel that I have the energy to post, to do a reading, so I thought it's better to just take a break. And then come back to it when I feel ready again. And to be honest, this is related to the reading I wanted to do today. The thought that I had earlier is, in terms of the topic today, is debugging the heavy energies, finding your way back to your power once again. And I think this reading and this topic is very strongly related. What I've been feeling in the past 2 weeks, the energies have just been very heavy. Loads of things have been happening, either really good or really difficult. And I haven't been able to, or it seems that I haven't been able to really find my stability within the chaos of the past couple of weeks. So that's how this topic came about. What I want to talk about today, or do and the readings about today, is debugging this heavy energy and finding your way back to power, to stability once again. And to do that, we are going to pick 3 piles once again. And let's see, I think that's 1 and 2, and I feel this pile 3, please. We'll take this one. So let's see. At the bottom of the deck, though, is your hard work is paying off. So that's what I'm hoping for all of us. That in the end, even if you don't see sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel, the hard work is always paying off. So let's see, pile number 1. The energy is gaining momentum. And today's topic is debugging the heavy energies, finding your way back to your power, back to your stability once again. Pile number 2, believe in the impossible. And pile number 3, show the world the real you. And it's quite interesting that the full moon in Aquarius is coming up on the 1st of July. 1st of August, sorry. In just 2 days from this reading, when I'm doing this reading. So these are the 3 piles, and I'll give you a few moments of silence to be able to take your pick. So let's pick our piles for today. For pile number 1. Let's see. not sure why I'm picking 2 oracle cards for each. My plan was to pick 1, but well, with tarot readings often it's best not to plan too strongly. Okay, so these are our 3 piles for today, and that is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I'll see you in your reading. So hello pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. Today we are talking about debugging the heavy energies and finding your way back to your power, your stability once again. Your main card is the energy is gaining momentum, and it's also a waxing moon, which is coming up to the full moon, and we are actually in that period of time. We're coming up to the full moon, although we are very, very close to the full moon. So somehow this card gives me the feeling of a week to a month's time. I do not know why, but if it resonates with you, and if it resonates, we'll see more through the reading. But the energy is gaining momentum. I don't feel that it's the heavy energy that is gaining momentum. I think it's coming out of the heavy energy within this week, a month sort of thing that is gaining momentum, kind of moving onto, flying onto new horizons. It's also quite interesting that here there are 2 birds and there is 1 bird. So there's something about coming out of this process more integrated with yourself. Like this period of heavy energy has been helping you to come back to yourself, to integrate yourself with yourself, to be more stable or find stability within your own self, allowing things to be. When I was looking at in the few moments of silence, I was actually looking, which I normally don't do, but I was looking which card would I pick if I was to look at the read as an outsider, and it would have been this one, actually. Let's see the rest of your cards and see what is this heavy energy and how you can find your power, your way to your power once again. Let's look at these oracle cards. First, light, beginning a new cycle. Yeah, I mean, I think that was a clear message also from this, some new energy gaining momentum. And this is also a confirmation that that it's not the old heavy energy that is gaining momentum, but it's the new refreshing energy that is gaining momentum. And it's an energy of rebirth coming out of the winter. And you know, for those of you who are in the northern hemisphere, you are in a summer, so it doesn't really apply. But where I am, it's the southern hemisphere, and we are actually in winter at the moment. And it's only the past couple of days, like seriously just couple of days, maximum 3 days, that the cold and the darkness started to lift. and it's been warm, and the smell in the air has been warmer and newer and refreshing, more like the smell of spring and summer, although I haven't started seeing the birds or hearing the birds more yet. But our plants on the balcony have started flowering. So yeah, there is a new start to this energy, or away from this energy that you've been experiencing. Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. Yeah, so it makes me feel that, again, these past couple of weeks, somehow deliberately you've been pushed to spend more time on your own. Somehow people were kind of removed from your life in some way, not completely removed, only for the time being. I mean, some of them, yes, completely, but the ones who belong with you, only for the time being. But this was in order for you to be able to, you know, find this joy within yourself. You know, you're never really alone. We're never really alone. I mean, in some ways I believe that, you know, we are always completely alone. Like, no one can 100% see into our head and into our emotions and understand all our experiences, and, you know, all the things that we have seen, like everything, all of our life. We are the only person who can understand it all, in all its depth and with everything. So that way, you know, I think we're always in a way completely alone. But I don't think it's a sad thing. I think it's just how life is. But the beauty of it is being able to share. And the nature of this world is dualistic, so at the same time we're never really alone. There are people in our life who belong with us and who are there, and they are willing and they want to see a part of that picture and understand a part of that picture. But to be able to share with them and to be able to find the right moment to share and the right things to share requires to have our own integrity, and to take a little bit of time to find that integrity, that inner balance within us, to know what and when to share, and also to be able to tune in. You know, like one of the things that I've been experiencing the past couple of weeks with the heavy energies is I felt that I was disconnected from the people I love. Normally I'm able to tune into their energies and feel what is going on, and be able to react that way. And if you're listening to this channel, I sense that you have that ability to, and somehow I couldn't find that within myself. I couldn't have that clarity in my mind to then be able to tune in to the energies around me in the past couple of weeks. And I feel, you know, with these cards, it says that it was so because sometimes there is a little bit of time you need to take on your own, to come back to yourself, and you don't always have to sense other people's energies and be there for them. It's okay to take a step back, and again, the people who belong to you and with you, they will remain, and they will be there, and they will appreciate. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, you have to let people miss you a little bit, and you have to miss people a little bit to then come back with joy. So let's look at your tarot cards. strength. So I believe that this heavy energy you've been experiencing were there to create strength. You know, it's like a, what do you call these? Like a coil. Like coils that we have in mattresses and those kind of things. Like when you pull them back a little, the energy builds up and you release, and there is a strong forward movement. And I feel like this, yeah, this period was kind of pulling the coil back, pulling you back to then, for the energy to gain momentum, to gain a strength, to gain energy that now will be released. Yeah, talking about release and moving forward, there we have the Chariot. Let me have a little bit of space here. By the way, I felt like for this reading I needed my strongest clear crystal to help to clear the energies. So that's why she's here. Such beautiful colors. The Page of Wands. Again, a new beginning and forward movement. And the pages can also signify communication. The Three of Cups, celebration and coming together. Death and rebirth. Yeah, the cards don't lie. Don't they? The cards don't lie. The Devil. The Ten of Cups. Do we have space for more? And the King of Pentacles. Coming out of an entirely different energy in this new cycle. Very beautiful. So definitely, you know, in these heavy dark energies, there were some strings that were pulling you sideways. That were pulling you sideways, trying to tell you what you should do, what there should be, expectations, ego, ideas, trying to control things, and control from the ego, from fears, not hearing clearly, not seeing clearly. Yeah. And this 15 also, you know, about the past 15 days, they've been quite dark. I mean, it could be 15 months for some of you, 15 weeks also. But it was definitely for a rebirth, a purification, a cleansing, to bring life force. You know, I feel a kind of confidence, like a positive confidence, a confidence that comes out of trust in the universe, inner trust, comes out of understanding. You know, like, which one would you want to be? Do you want to be the lion or the woman. And the lion can devour what is innocent, and the woman can nurture what is innocent, woman or human, animal or human. And I think coming out of this process, you are choosing love. And that's what this period did to you. You know, finally to say that I need to put my feet down, pull myself together, and focus. Focus on what I want. And instead of judging the situation, do the things that need to be done. Do the things that I need to do to ensure the peace, the happiness, the communication, the beauty of the situation, the purity of the situation, to ensure that the situation that you are experiencing and you are moving forward with is actually alive. And it's not entirely clear to me whether the situation could be a relationship, friendship, something to do with work. But what is required is for you to take charge, not from your ego, but from your pure desires, not from animalistic desires, but from compassion, compassionate desires. And for that, sometimes you have to hold your horses and hold the reins tight. But coming out from that energy of compassion, you need to focus and you need to hold the reins tightly. Focus, because everything is okay. Everything is as it should be. And what you want is possible. The new cycle is beginning. The energy is gaining momentum. And you need to take measured steps. And the struggles of the past couple of weeks, or the strong energy, has been helping you to create clarity in your mind, to purify your mind, and to decide the direction that you want to take. Yeah, you're coming out of this energy. And you're coming out of this devil energy with the rebirth. But in the past couple of weeks, there has been a death to the ego, and even death to, old ideas. I think some very, very basic old ideas have come up. I think in the past couple of weeks you may have heard the sentence in your mind like, the same thing again and again. I'm doing the same thing still, but it's not so anymore. That realization helped you to dissolve the fear associated with repeating that cycle. You reached a kind of limit. And from that limit, there is a burst forward. And that forward movement brings prosperity, both on the emotional side and on the materialistic side. There's something being freed. I also feel quite an exciting energy coming up, like full of possibilities, you know. Like also you can see like these two birds are almost like shadows on the mountain, on the dark mountains, but this bird forward has all of this vista, all of this view. Suddenly opportunities are opening up. Perspectives are opening up. Possibilities are opening up. And there is more and more light coming in. Wow, pile number 1. That's been quite a beautiful reading. And I hope that it resonated with you. I deliberately didn't bring an exact example, but as I mentioned, I think for some of you it's about relationships, for some of you it's about a new project, and even maybe friendships. But I hope that the ideas that I try to channel resonated with you and help you to understand what has been happening in the past couple of weeks, past few weeks, and it helps you to have the strength, but also to have the optimism as you move forward from this point on. So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful journey and a beautiful, you know, week to months. I think a lot of things will be much brighter for you. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're talking about debugging the heavy energies of the past few weeks, past couple of weeks, and finding your way back to your power, your stability once again. Your main card is Believe in the Impossible, a blue moon. And I feel that these past couple of weeks have been very... you've been feeling cold, whether it's emotional or literally in terms of temperature. Some things have been frozen, and they felt frozen, and they feel frozen. You still feel that they are frozen, that they are impossible. What is that saying? I don't remember exactly, but impossible, no, I don't remember. But the impossible is just like, I think it's something like, the quote is something like, difficult things take time, the impossible takes a little bit more time, and that's it. It's never, nothing is ever really impossible, but sometimes things feel that they are impossible, and we have to acknowledge that. And sometimes, you know, belief is about the things that we don't see, not about the things that we see. Belief and faith is about the things we don't see, not about the things that we do see. And that is in my favorite series on Netflix, that is Altered Carbon. So your next oracle card is Manifesting Dreams. My dreams are coming true. Believe in the impossible, even if you don't see it. Taking action, I enthusiastically embrace life, boundless possibilities. Going back here is quite interesting that if you are in the northern hemisphere, autumn is coming up. So here again, we are talking about, and where I am in the southern hemisphere, we are actually having winter now. So even with this card, I felt like our timeline is 1 month to 3 months. In the autumn, during the northern hemisphere autumn, and that is September, October, November, and the end of the winter in the southern hemisphere, which is August. So August, September, October, November is some kind of timeline within this reading that I feel that the heavy energies of the past 2 weeks have been impacting and kind of preparing you for. So they've been preparing you to take a big leap of faith, a big step, a big change, something to do with your dreams. Let's look at your tarot cards. So we have the Ace of Cups, new beginning in a romantic way. So maybe it's something about, you know, deciding to start a new relationship and taking a leap of faith. So it feels like in the past couple of weeks with these heavy energies, you felt frozen. Maybe it's your heart actually that felt frozen. Or maybe you are doubting your ability to be able to start again, to be able to start a relationship. Although it is your dream. Let's look at more cards. 8 of Pentacles. You've been working quite hard. I would say you've put your effort into working to distract yourself. And you know, you have quite a lot of success, I would say. But are you distracting yourself from the inevitable? The Fool, that new start is coming. There is like a smiley emoticon on this. On this bag it looks like it is, but of course it's just the buttons. But there is also a change, like coming out of, like look, she's coming out of the ocean, changing from a mermaid into a human. So you've been going through Yeah, it makes me think about a butterfly, kind of transformation, emotional transformation in this heavy period, and the Three of Cups celebration. The Sun. Believe in the impossible. The Three of Cups celebration, coming together. The Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. New beginning. They are inevitable. Even if you don't believe it, it is there. And it is coming your way. This is the Two of Cups. Now I understand, because also this card kind of fell when I was shuffling and picking the cards. And so the past 2 weeks have been preparing you for this relationship. And preparing you to, or you have been preparing yourself to take this leap of faith. Six of Cups. It could be somebody from your past, somebody or somebody who you've been waiting for. Something, a relationship that feels or felt for a long time quite impossible. But it's not impossible at all. The Hermit. And this time have been helping you to find that light, to find those signs that help you decide. And you know, maybe you've been trying to distract yourself with work, but you also need to ensure that you don't completely distract yourself. You need to ensure communicating with yourself, assessing your emotions. Because work is not everything, and it won't be everything, and you don't even want it to be everything. So it is possible to open up your life. And it's not just possible, it's inevitable. The relationship that you're looking at and the relationship that you're thinking about is real. It may have many faces, or it may give you many ideas. And because of that, you might judge the person, or like, oh, maybe they are childish, or maybe they are not serious. But it's not true. And some of those judgments come because of your own fears that you need to face. It's like you need to be your own sun. And then, of course, the sun will come out too. I believe this relationship is already in your life. And as I said earlier, maybe it has been in your life for a long time. Or at least it's bringing something back that you felt that was lost. And I think in a way you're very sure about this relationship, and the other part of you is questioning it. You know? Like you think it's impossible, but then you also, like these sentences, my dreams are coming true. I enthusiastically embrace life, boundless possibilities. They exude confidence, belief, faith. And then there is this main card that a belief is missing. And so there is a contradiction within yourself. It's like you see it and you don't want to see it, or you see it and you don't see it. You see it and you question it. But the process has already started. I think in these past 2 weeks you've been dueling with yourself. And maybe in some way subconsciously dueling with this person also. But one thing I would say is, like, things are a little bit frozen still. And you need to take it step by step. You know, I remember, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, I participated in a, 25 years ago, I participated in a swimming challenge. And it was to swim over 5 kilometers. And when I reached, when I was coming close to the other side, I kept trying to put my feet down to see if the water is shallow enough for me to reach the bottom and to be able to stand up in the water, because I was just really tired. And when I reached the point that I could feel the sand below the water, below my feet, and I started walking, it was as if I forgotten how to walk, you know, because I was swimming for like 3 hours, and that's a completely different movement and different way of using your muscles. And as I started walking, I kind of felt like I don't remember how to walk anymore. So it took a little bit of time before I gained my balance, my confidence, my strength in walking forward. So from that idea, I feel like, you know, you need to take it step by step and take it slowly. And that is okay. Like, also see different sides of the person, you know, experience different sides of the person and different sides of the situation. Look at different perspectives. Allow time and space for your heart to defrost and for the situation to become warmer and warmer. And from the ice, there's the sun. So there is a huge, huge potential in this relationship. It's a dream. It's a dream. Like, the possibility is there to be boundless, to be dreamlike. But the question is, are you able to bring those aspects forward? Do you have the patience, the focus, the ability to allow those things and that kind of relationship to come forward in your life? So I would say, savor it, take it slowly. Allow time. Also allow time to be on your own sometimes, you know. Like, a relationship doesn't mean that you cannot take some time on your own to reflect on things. And it doesn't mean certainly that you have to give up all the other things that you're interested in. But you have to take a leap of faith to allow it to happen. to allow it to exist in your life, because it's something really beautiful. It's actually a very beautiful relationship, something that you know, only in your wildest dreams you dreamt of. And there is cause for celebration, you know, at each step. Like even a Friday evening can be a nice little celebration of, okay, we got through this week. Even every day, like take it step by step and celebrate every step. And let all the different roots, the different sides come together. And celebrate with the people, share with the people you love, you care about. It might not be many people, but share with the best, the closest. There is a lot of peace about this reading. It's a very, very beautiful energy. Yeah, pile number 2. I hope you can feel that peace despite the difficulties and the heavy energies and the heavy period that you may have been going through, or you may be going through. But I hope that the reading resonated with you and it has been helpful. And I wish you loads and loads of happiness. You know, despite the challenges, there are always challenges. But just, you know, through the challenges, take your time and work it out. Thank you so much for tuning in and bringing such a beautiful energy, peaceful energy to this reading. Yeah, I hope that it's been helpful, and I hope to see you in your next reading. Bye, pile number 2. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So today we are talking about debugging the heavy energies and finding your way back to your power, your stability. Once again, debugging the heavy energies of the past few weeks. Your main card is Show the World the Real You. And the full moon in Aquarius coming up on Tuesday. So this new cycle, this change that these past couple of weeks, few weeks have been preparing you for, is starting very, very, very soon. Yeah, you know, it feels like this person is like pouring out the water. It's like coming out with the truth, saying with the truth, telling the truth of their emotions, sharing their emotions, putting everything out onto the table, opening up. Let's look at the rest of your cards. Going forwards, with forgiveness, going forwards, forgiveness. I will put them this way because this card wanted to come earlier anyway. I think these past couple of weeks you've been going through quite a dark period of your life, having to forgive something in order to be able to move forward. Something happened here, something very difficult, and it can be relationship. You lost your job, you experienced difficulties with family members, friends, loved ones. And I kind of feel like there is a long journey ahead of you. And that is in a positive way. There's more. There's much more for you. What you need to be able to forgive yourself for having ended up in this situation, or in any way having allowed this situation to pass, to happen. It's okay. It's been part of the plan. It's been part of your plan. To have this experience was needed. Maybe it was something karmic, or maybe it's a kind of experience that will greatly help you in the future. A friend of mine had a writing on their WhatsApp message or description, and it says, out of all the things you guard your heart the most. And that's the sentence that keeps coming to me. Something got broken here. But I very strongly feel that you have to forgive others, but you also have to forgive yourself for allowing maybe your heart to be broken, or something to. But that doesn't take away from who you are. Don't turn your back to yourself. Let's look at your tarot cards. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, don't harden. The Nine of Cups. Don't denounce your dreams. Queen of Swords. Page of Wands. Don't become a player. Nine of Swords. The Devil. Yeah. The Cracks. The Fury in his eyes also. I feel a lot of anger coming out of this reading. The Moon. Illusions. The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles makes me feel a person who becomes materialistic, relying on the ego, becoming very, very, very careful, even calculating. And in a way, immature. I feel a quite turbulent, chaotic energy. Dark nights. Forgiveness is the key. You really, please forgive yourself and forgive the other person or people who have hurt you also. You know, when or if you are bitten by a snake and the venom gets into you, the bite won't hurt you, the bite won't kill you. It's the venom that remains and keeps circulating through your body that kills you. Don't let that venom to define you and to keep circulating within you. There is a really nice documentary by Wayne Dyer. I don't remember the title exactly, but it used to be available for free on the internet, and it's something like My Best Teacher. He basically talks about his experience with his father. His father was an alcoholic, and he left the family, his mom and 3 boys, and he never said anything. He disappeared and he died from sclerosis, I think, or I'm not sure, but problems with the liver at a fairly early age. And the documentary is about Wayne Dyer going to his grave and how he found his grave and how he ended up going to his grave and what that did to him and how that changed his life, because at the grave he found forgiveness. And his life started changing dramatically afterwards. I recommend that movie for you, or the stories of Wayne Dyer about his father and forgiveness. Don't murder yourself. Don't murder yourself, you know. Don't hide yourself just because of what happened. Don't move away from your emotions. Don't close. Like, you know, there's something cruel about these queens. But the queen energy is also something very beautiful. the Queen and King energies are the ones who have been able to integrate their shadow sides, their pain, take away the lessons that they need, and create learning and create growth out of them. Finding the beauty. Like, look how beautiful and powerful she is. And it's possible to find your way there. But it's impossible finding your way there through hiding. Hiding yourself, hiding your real self, hiding your emotions, hiding your pain. And hiding it from you, you know, from your own self. I don't say to go out into the world and declare yourself a victim. No, it's not about that. It's about not giving up yourself. It's about not denouncing yourself, your dreams. It's about being honest with yourself. We all make mistakes, and sometimes they are not mistakes, you know. Sometimes they are karmic, sometimes they are experiences we need to have in order to grow. The person you've been dealing with have, well, both of you in the situation in some way have been immature. But well, no, maybe not both of you, because there is an imbalance. There are two queens and there are two pages. So there is an imbalance, either in age, someone much younger than you, maybe it's your child, or someone who's been acting very, very immature. And sometimes even our parents can be very, very immature. And sometimes that's really hard to forgive. You know, for example, take the example you had difficulties with your parents, and very often nowadays parents never wake up. We have to forgive them, but they never realize that they need to be forgiven. So I kind of think that forgiveness is never 100%, but it can be 99%. And even 99% is good enough. Because the point is for you to move forward and allow your life to be happy, to be good, to be what you dream of, to be who you are. Allow yourself to be who you are. Don't denounce yourself because someone doesn't understand you or did something bad to you. Believe in the path that you could always see, that has always been there in your life. And you know, allow the cracks to happen. For me, these kind of things, you know, when you see cracks on a mug or something, for me they are quite beautiful because they show that mug has been, it has had a life. You know, people have enjoyed drinking from it. It's been through various experiences. You know, it gives identity and character to the mug. And it's not the best example, but I think it's the same with our experiences, with difficulties that we experience in life. They build character. You know, those experiences should build character. And I think altogether, when it comes together in our life, they are beautiful. And the people who have done difficult things with you, you know, let them be. Life is always truthful, and life always brings balance for everyone. You know, they will experience what they need to experience to wake up, ultimately, in this life or in the next life. But none of us can run away. And you don't need to spend your time or waste your time judging them or looking at them, because everyone gets what is theirs. There is action and reaction, and we all need to go through our own difficulties in our own lives, not in someone else's life. And maybe your intentions have been good with this person, but sometimes it doesn't matter, you know. Sometimes good intention just allow difficulties to remain. You know, when you try to help, sometimes it allows the person not to have to change, because you are always making it easier for them. But it's okay. Nothing is lost. Nothing is lost at all. Like, look how beautiful this card is. There's a lot of light, and the moon is shining, even if the person doesn't want to see. There is a lot of light, so don't spend a lot of time in this state. Mourn if you have to, and some time, yes, but not for long, because you are blessed. And there is a lot of light wanting to come into your life, wanting to come to who you are. Don't hide and don't cover yourself. But I think this process has also been helping you to kind of, how do I say this? Like, trust the universe more, and to unite with the universe more. Unite with your nature, with your purpose. This has been a very deep process you went through, and some of it you don't even realize yet. Which is why you need to allow the cracks to happen, so you can find those realizations, those changes, those experiences. And it will help you to move forward towards the light. What happened with you is not the destination, it's the beginning. So it would be an illusion to think it's a destination. It's only a piece in the puzzle that is helping you move forward and find beautiful, beautiful things in your life. Wow, it's a very deep reading. And from the anger that I felt initially, now I feel a lot of depth, a lot of beautiful depth to be uncovered, to understand the changes that have occurred within yourself deeper. So like, you know, like removing the layers of the onion. Like, look at yourself and remove those layers of the onion. like from now on, instead of wallowing about the situation, look at all these different layers within yourself and the changes that occurred within yourself. Reveal yourself. Wow, pile number 3. I hope that this reading have resonated with you, and it has given you some consolation and some help in moving forwards. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope to see you in your next reading. Bye bye.